What is up, Buck fans? Real Bucks Talk back with another victory live stream. Today is the biggest victory live stream of this whole entire channel's existence. It is a victory Super Bowl Monday. The Buccaneers won 31-9 over the Kansas City Chiefs. No one really thought the Buccaneers would win besides us true Buck fans. And guess what? We did it in dominating fashion. Not one touchdown was scored against this defense that looked like trash the first matchup, week 12. But guess what? They learned from their mistakes and they took over a game. I mean, this was literally 60 minutes of good football all across the field. No turnovers, no mistakes. Just great football. Amazing. Tom Brady led us there. Lenny, playoff Lenny, Super Bowl Lenny, whatever you want to call him now, did his thing, rocking it, catching it, everything. I love it. We are Super Bowl champs. And I'm always joined by my good friend, Michael Pless. Pless, give me your take. Holy hell.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Champions. Champions. You can't take it away. This is, the Bucs are forever 2020 champions, 2021 champions. It's an awesome feeling, two-time Super Bowl champions now, 2002 and now 2021 or 2020, whatever. It's awesome. Yeah, it don't matter. I mean, this is great. I'm so happy for this team. I'm happy for these fans. And thank you guys for joining us on this great effing Monday. It is, man, it's been an awesome ride for this team to be where they are now from where they've come. And it's awesome. We are the best. We're the best of the best.
We at the top of the mountain. It's fantastic. Even the live stream prior to the game, if you guys are part of it, I mean, we're touching on it. The defense was the most consistent part of this whole playoff run. And boy, did they show up in a big way. I mean, statistically, Pat Mahomes' worst career game, not one touchdown. The stat, he ran for 497 yards before throwing a pass in that game.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's seen that. Insane. Why? Because he was getting his butt chased around the whole damn field before making some throws. Don't get me wrong. That dude is a freak athlete, football player. He's going to be great. He already is great. But it wasn't his day. It was not his day. The team did not stand up for him. But this is Tampa Bay football, Super Bowl champs. I mean, I'm just kind of give it more to the guys in the chat. World champs, truly go to 3. Tom, we dominated. Can't believe it. Like, all these people. I mean, amazing. Oh, I know who this is. I saw Gronk do the spike. Well, yeah, he did. He did it multiple times, twice. But and then what's funny is hearing the Chiefs fans in the chat in the live stream. Well, it just wasn't your day, guys.
No.
I mean, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's look at the defensive performance first. Todd Bowles equals awesome. Leroy down here. Give Todd Bowles his credit. The scheme he put up. I mean, we kind of talked about it all week. Break it down a little bit more for me, plus.
Yeah, defense. I mean, you heard it all week. Everyone was talking about how great this Chiefs offense was. Hey, you got to be able to score 40 to beat them. You got to do this. You got to do that. Patrick Mahomes is the best ever. He's going to run around and make, amazing throws. And he did just that, actually. I mean, he did make amazing throws on the run, but plus was a streaker. No, that wasn't me. That's funny though.
If he was a streaker, y'all would be blinded right now. He's so pale, he's clear. So I mean,
that's true.
We'll keep going.
But the defense, I think, took it personal because they were hearing, for 2 weeks that, they weren't going to be able to stop this amazing offense, and they completely dominated. Todd Bowles came up with a great scheme. He played cover 2 man pretty much the whole game. He didn't allow the Chiefs go over the top. He kept everything in front. He collapsed the puck with the front 4. He knew he had the matchup with our front 4. Oh, there he is, Fukuwab. My man.
Dude, we missed you in the live stream prior to the game. I have name dropped you too. But you know what? Let's get him up there right now.
Champions, man.
Fukuwab,
appreciate it.
Hawaii. Thank you guys for the solid content all season. Aloha.
Yeah, man. But like I was saying, the defense just dominated. I think they were ready. It just shows the growth of our secondary and how well they've played. And then the front four knew they had the mismatch with the Chiefs offensive line banged up. They weren't worried about the run game at all, which was actually kind of smart. They let the Chiefs, if they were going to run it, they let them run it, whatever. And they just made big plays after big play after big play and held the Chiefs out of the end zone. And that was the game.
Yeah, I mean, so the game plan, like you said, cover 2 over top. Make sure you don't let Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce beat you. Let anyone else beat you. And guess what? Even the times where Mahomes would make crazy plays, like we said, they would drop the pass, or it was just so hectic where things weren't going to plan because he had to move so much. I don't think there was one clean drop back he had. He had to move in the pocket multiple times. Sometimes I'm like, holy crap, why is he moving around so much? I think he kind of got rattled a little bit because there was so much pressure. And he has to go, you know what? Let's pull this up right now. I got to do it. Smash that like button, guys. Help us out. Help support the channel. But I think early on, he's like, holy hell. And they even try and run. Early on, they knew they weren't going to be able to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So they were just trying to do quick passes. Their running game was Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
You could tell later on as the game went on, he got their first couple runs for a first down. He was the reason why they got first downs. And then all of a sudden, you could start seeing I don't know what injection they gave him for his foot, or that turf toe. It started wearing off. And that gait, that walking, that running looked a little bit more limpy and more, I don't know how I'm going to get there. But still, that arm was really working. I just got to give him credit because he's that damn good. But overall, this D-line did it with that 4-man rush. I still love that they did the double cornerback blitz that we showed in the film study too. We'll talk about more stuff that we talked about, the tight end usage in the film study. If you guys watch it, film study matters. I kind of put that during the game. But defensively, and someone put it right before the live stream started, Devin White in coverage. Touch more on that because that dude, he balled out.
Yeah, Devin White and Levante David. Levante was pretty much matched up on Travis Kelce. He did a heck of a job of disrupting him. And then, Devin White in coverage was outstanding. Obviously getting the pick at the end of the game and then, also making some plays on the football. So 12 tackles, in the game. So that's just become pretty much normal for Devin White. He's going to end up with double-digit tackles. He just finds a way to get after the football. But yeah, it started with the front four. They knew they had the matchups. JPP, Shaq Barrett rushing from the inside. They were moving them, across the field at times, coming around the corner, or they'd have, Ndamukong Suh or Vita Vea on the edges. And that was smart, putting those guys on the edges, really collapsing the pocket, pushing the pocket from the outside, and then winning inside and forcing Mahomes to go back, just flee away. And that's really what he was doing the whole game. I mean, he was backpedaling 40 yards, 50 yards, running around, and then throwing a dime right in the guy's face, and the Chiefs dropped it. So it's like, it was amazing by Mahomes to do that. But yeah, a great defensive game plan. They did it right. They did it the right way, and it was just awesome to see come to fruition.
Yeah, a lot of times you saw Shaq and JPP winning in the middle. Like you said, they put either Golson or Vita Vea outside.
Right.
Then you can't go anywhere. Then it's just, like you said, back, because you can't get to the outside. You can't step up. Where do you go? I think it was a total perfect storm for our defense against this. And then to give credit as well, because we did dominate, but there's a good reason why. I think Warren Sapp put it out there saying how everyone was bragging about our defensive line. And he's like, well, what offensive line did they face? To his point, that's true. We're facing a bunch of backups and guys playing different positions, but that's not our fault.
Right. No, you still got to win.
Right. You still got to next man up, little saying how it goes. Well, guess what? Our next man up were that good. There's next man up was not. That's what happens. This is football. There's going to be injuries. We just so happen to be healthy at the right time because maybe our team was loaded. Okay, cool. That's player management. Jason Light, give him credit. Ding dong. So either way, we were the better team overall. They came in, prepared, 60 minutes. It was amazing. Defensively, 60 minutes too. It wasn't a half and half. They played the right, and there was no way of changing. Even if they made modifications to their offense, they didn't score a damn touchdown. one of the best offenses led by the most explosive, exciting quarterback. Didn't score a touchdown. That is amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
you want to add anything to it? I mean, I guess, yeah, people talking about Winfield.
Mhm.
Winfield gave the dude, I guess the piece. I'm not going to lie. His middle finger's messed up. Hey, it's on Mike Edwards and Antoine Winfield's performance, too. I mean, Winfield
Mhm.
getting the interception, but Edwards popping it.
Yeah, they both played amazing. I mean, the secondary as a whole was awesome. You know, Jamel Dean shutting it down, Carlton Davis playing press man coverage, Sean Murphy Bunting, the whole group. I mean, Whitehead playing with a torn labrum, and he lays a big hit there in the game. Still played over 50 snaps and did a great job. And then Whitehead Edwards and Winfield were just they're everywhere, making plays, causing interceptions. It was awesome to watch. Just really disciplined football. They didn't get out of position when Mahomes left the pocket. I think that was huge. Like if he was going to run, they let him run. They didn't get off of their guys because really that's where Mahomes is most dangerous. He escapes the pocket. Then you have guys that creep in and then he throws it behind you, right? So they didn't do that. I thought that was huge. And it was just a great game plan. They executed to perfection. I'm glad we have Todd Bowles for another year. It's awesome that he's not going away, and I hope we can keep him as long as possible. And maybe he's going to be the next head coach in waiting. I know that's been like the talk. If BA leaves after next year, if we win another championship, but it's just it was a great performance. I mean, they did a lot of firsts, like holding Mahomes without a touchdown. Beating Mahomes by double digits. That's another first. Never happened. Just a lot of firsts that we did. I mean, winning in home field and all those things. So just I can't say enough about it, man. I'm excited for this defense. It's only going to get better from here on out.
Think about that. Yeah. You had a rookie Winfield, second year pro, Edwards, first time actually playing a lot. I mean, all season he played. Last year he was in and out of the injury bug. I mean, barely getting snaps. This is scratching the surface. This was supposed to be the year before the year.
Yeah.
Right. And what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why it's more, we really had to appreciate the ride up because you didn't know at one point, like this was not supposed to happen. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Next year is supposed to be it. And now I don't know if some people were thinking, oh, well, we should just beat the Washington team.
Mm-hmm.
That's just joy. No, like Tom Brady's like, no, we're going. We're in here. Every game counts. We're going to push forward. We're going to win. And they instilled it on everyone. And this defense, I think I mentioned it in the live stream prior to the game. I was like, they're loaded all around. They got the veteran leadership, JPP, Shaq. They showed up big time. JPP is undefeated in the playoffs. That's awesome. And then you had the young guns in Devin White, Antoine Winfield, Jamel Dean, Carlton Davis, guys that are hungry, just wanting to win. Like, and you mentioned Whitehead, shoulder, like, damn. They didn't want to take no for an answer. They were like, it's either win or bust. And they did it. They burned the ships and they stayed home. They took it out. I love the performance. The defense is only going to get better. And imagine if they add more to it in the free agency or the draft. Crazy. Because veterans are going to want to play for the winner like they did with the Patriots. So, but that's neither here nor there going on. You want to go move over to the offense now? Yeah,
I think so. I mean,
Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady and play action. It finally came to fruition. They called it. I think I was 70% of the snaps last night, which was awesome. It was just great to see. They used play action. They used RPO. They ran the ball out of shotgun. They did a lot of things that we talked about that. Yeah, exactly, man. Smile. I mean, smile the whole offseason. This is the time to just keep on celebrating. We can celebrate throughout till the next game starts, So this is a great time to be a Tampa fan in general. So
let's be honest, though.
Enjoy it.
Y'all are smiling. We're smiling just as much. It feels like I won.
Yeah.
It feels like that's how close I guess we were to this team. Like just watching every game, analyzing everything. Like we it's possible. It's very much possible. And saying how every week we do a film study and we're like, no, we can win this game. And I think that we can win this pretty easy. And then you see the other fans, no chance, slaughter, can't beat the Saints, can't beat the Packers, not going to happen twice. But, well,
yeah, I mean the film doesn't lie, and we broke down the film, and they did a lot of things that we talked about. The touchdown to Gronk, that was something that we put in the film. We saw the RPO, the play action to the tight end was going to work because their linebackers couldn't get out in space. They couldn't cover, to the flats, and they did a perfect job of running that, fake inside zone, throw it to Gronk, going across. And that was awesome to see. And then, they had the RPO later to Gronk down the middle of the field, tight end screen to Cameron Brate, which was great. And yeah, man, it was just remarkable.
Yeah, there's a couple questions talking about next year.
Mm-hmm.
We're officially going to talk about just the Super Bowl, embracing the Super Bowl, all the things that happened, just celebrating the victory that is the Super Bowl 55 victory. I mean, that's going to be for later live streams. There's going to be a whole lot of talking we can do. We all hope they all come back, but that's for a later day. Let's enjoying this offense and how error-free it was. Let's actually bring them up. Let's go over here. Boom. Tom Brady, 21 for 29, 201, very little yards. This is the MVP, guys. 3 touchdowns. I thought playoff Lenny gave a strong argument. I mean, touchdown run he had, how aggressive he ran, how many holes he would stop and find. He didn't just do his stop in the middle of the hole like regular season Lenny did. Total different dude. And then even his receiving 4 for 46. Those crucial little 5-yard catches. Again, something we mentioned in the film study.
Yeah.
Like little things that will matter. Just eating up yards, stalling, getting the ball out of the hands of Patrick Mahomes. Insane. I loved it. I mean, Gronk with the 2 touchdowns, finally showing up instead of just being a blocker. Gosh. I mean, loved it. Touch on whoever you want.
Yeah, I mean, just you look at those numbers, so you look at the balance, you look at the running game, both Rojo and playoff Lenny had over, 5 yards per carry, which was awesome to see. It sucks Rojo couldn't get that touchdown early on. I thought he should have had one, but just couldn't knock it in. But again, it didn't matter. We kept on playing, and Lenny had the big touchdown run there in the second half to really seal the game, and he played awesome. Again, it's going to be interesting to see if he comes back or not. Again, we'll get into that probably starting next week. This week, we're enjoying the Super Bowl win. That's what we're focused on. But offensively, it was a lot of good things. And if you told me that Mike Evans and Chris Godwin would combine for 3 catches and like over 40 yards and we still won, I'd be like, what? Like what? And that just shows you how good this team is, how talented it is, how many players we have where we can distribute the ball, whether it be Cam Brate, Gronk, Tyler Johnson, Antonio Brown, Scotty Miller, guys like that. Where, I mean, it's just amazing the job that Jason Light and his staff did to put this team together. And the offense was just, I mean, they did what they had to last night. They were clicking. Again, they weren't exceptional on third down, but they made enough plays. They did what they had to, and they took advantage of the Kansas City's mistakes. And they capitalized on it.
Yeah, what's insane, this stat, every point that was scored in the Super Bowl was by a player that wasn't here last year.
Yeah.
Think about that. Tom Brady, Gronk, Antonio Brown, and Lenny. And then Suck Up went here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the big, if you want to talk about signing someone back, that's the biggest signing right there.
It is. It really is. I mean, but he was amazing. Ryan was, and yeah, definitely need to bring that guy back. Definitely
made it look easy.
Oh yeah. I mean, he made a lot of kicks look just automatically, and it was great to see. So, I mean, you're right. Yeah, that was another thing that was awesome. Scoring 31 points scoring 30 or more, I should say, in every playoff game. First team's ever done that.
Another.
Yeah. So it's just, I mean, credit to Byron Leftwich again, another coach that has taken major leaps. I mean, major leaps from where we were just talking about him this season. Like, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? And it's like, Why are you doing this? Why? And he figured it out, man. He really did. He really came together with his sequencing and really understanding how to operate his talent, how to operate Tom Brady. And I mean, I can't wait to see what he can do with an actual offseason with these guys. And hopefully we get a preseason. Hopefully hopefully we can get everyone vaccinated and, get rid of this virus and we can have a full training camp with fans. That would be awesome. And, get fans back in the stands. That'd be great to see. So, but yeah, just a great job. They did last night. Both game plans, offense, defense was exceptional.
Yeah, it's insane how good they were. And to your credit about Leftwich as well, you can tell that bye week was huge. We will never know who really is the one that sat them all together. Was a BA saying, no, we need to sit down and figure this out. You two need to hash it out or figure out what's going to go on. Or if Tom said, listen, we need to throw some of this out. I think we need to try this. No one will know. But at the end of the day, Leftwich looks like he's the genius behind it because he's calling the plays. This was not a Tom Brady led offense like Peyton Manning was back in Denver. Oh, let's put this up. Dookie Boy said, watch your preview before the game. You guys said exactly what they needed to do. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what we try and do. It's all we try and do.
Study the film, man. We watch it. We study it and, we tell it like it is.
Yeah, I mean,
it's awesome.
It's telling, it's reading the tendencies of players and where you think you can attack a defense. And that's what they did. That's literally what they did. I can't do it, but Glon, OJ Howard going to be back. Hopefully. Yes, he will. It wasn't ACL, it was his Achilles. He's going to be back. He was partying in there with him. Like he was hopping around. So when he's back, that's going to be dangerous. Like Calvin Ellison, what do you think will happen when OJ comes back? Dangerous. That's all I'm going to say. Like, let's not touch on that much more because let's let it come to fruition. It's going to be dangerous. That's all you can say. Let's get some more in here. Raise the flags, go Bucs. Let's run it back with Tom Brady. I feel like whenever Tom Brady retires, Bay will finish with 4 Super Bowl champions.
That's awesome.
That's saying we're going to win 2 more.
3 more.
Well, we have 2 now.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you meant 3 in addition to this one.
Oh, that looked nice. That looked really, that looked real damn nice. Let's keep. Oh yeah, Julio Ortiz again. Devin White was spectacular in the playoffs and the Super Bowl. 3 fumble recoveries, 2 interceptions. I'm sure that Devin can be even scarier than Ray Lewis.
Yeah, he's on his way, man. He really is. I think the light bulb has clicked. I think, especially in pass coverage, I think he's figured it out. He understands that, hey, if I just do my assignment, the ball's going to come to me some way in some form, so just stay in my gap and I'll be okay. So I think it's really helped him. And I think he's seen how good he can be. Again, sky's the limit.
Well, let's also think about this. I mean, maybe they changed what they asked him to do because remember,
I think that's the case. Yeah.
He was doing crap. I'm like, Kevin Minter's not Devin White, and he still was doing that stuff, running like 25 yards back, turning his whole body around, looking away from the offense. I'm like, what? Are they asking him to do this crap? So I don't know, but it may be what they asked him to do. It's a lot smarter for him to be eyes towards the quarterback, seeing what's in front of him.
Well, I think, they put him in those situations. They also allowed him to play man coverage more, which is, I think, helps him a lot. So make it easier for him. Like you said, keep him close to the line of scrimmage, guard the running back or attack the quarterback. It's A or B, pick your poison, go after it. And that's what he did.
Yeah. And then let's see some more offensive things. It is cool to see Gronk spites. I mean, early on, we didn't see it because I guess his shoulder was hurting. So it looked awkward when he threw it down with his left.
I like when he does the robot one. I like that one. I really do.
Or what do they call it? Tutties?
Yeah.
Not touchdowns. He's got 2 tutties.
Yeah, he does, man.
Oh, I love it. Gosh. Yeah. Fun all around. I mean, the fact that Antonio Brown got the touchdown, they were dancing with him, Gronk dancing around, they had fun. You could just, everyone had fun.
I think that's the biggest thing you take away from this team is just how unselfish they were on both sides of the ball. Mike Evans, he didn't care about records. He didn't care about getting 1,000 yards. It was about getting wins, about getting championships. And that's been his motto his whole career here. He's taken less money to help this team out. He did it this past offseason, and now there's reports he's going to do it again this offseason to keep the team together. I mean, I think it's just unselfishness by the whole team. Chris Godwin, the sacrifices that him and Evans made this season playing hurt, and then, just the other guys, Tyler Johnson, Scotty Miller, all those guys stepping in when they needed to. Justin Watson early in the season. Tight ends Cam Brake. Cam Brake could have complained, for not getting the snaps that he didn't get. And then he started getting in there and making plays. And I think it's just the whole bought-in of the team. And that's really what makes championship teams, everyone buying in together, working as one. Like I always say, 11 working as one. And, Aaron Stinney stepping up like he did in the playoffs, even though, I mean, he struggled last night against Chris Jones, but Chris Jones is a man. I mean, that guy's good. But Aaron Stinney did his job. And it just credit goes to everyone on this team, how they played, and just can't say enough about it.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Aaron Stinney, I mean, someone it went past, I'm sorry, guys, about the comment section, talking about how the Chiefs can't complain about offensive line because we lost Kappa and we had to do our next man up. So obviously we had areas of concern as well. If they wanted to attack one spot, that was it. Ryan Jensen's just a man and can make up for a lot. And I love his aggressive nature, getting in his face. I thought he was going to get Chris Jones kicked out of the game.
Right.
I thought he was. I was like, this is it. He's going to do it. And who was, I think it was Fournette was saying how much they literally hit him just plowing the road, how aggressive he is, how he knows if he gets hit, Ryan Jensen's got his back. Like he's
right. He's a fire starter. Right? Yep.
So and it wasn't just Brady, it wasn't Gronk, it wasn't just those two guys. It's not just one guy in a team game like this. All of them bought in, like you said. It's not just buying into Brady. It's buying into BA, what he's telling them to do. This deep attacking offense, which some fans throughout the season, this is dinosaur football. It's going to work. This is stupid. 4 verticals never. I was like, dude, it works. Jameis Winston showed it works. You just need a guy to be consistent, and if it's not there, don't throw it there. And it worked over and over. Then sprinkle in some runs and some play action, sequencing, timing. It came together. Leftwich with the timing, Brady with the reads, running game came together. They learned to use Gronk in the running game. It was a thing of beauty. How much you saw them grow together as a team, starting from the loss in the Saints all the way to the championship run. Like fan freaking tastic. I can't get any more excited about it. But let's get more into the chat. Unless you want to add some more to that.
No. I mean, it was well said. Again, just so excited for this team.
Yeah. So Farouk Kawab, one team, one cause. That's exactly it. You also added Ryan to push you, the last guy. Get Jensen. He is.
Yeah.
He is. Let's keep going on. Hey, Levante David is a Hall of Famer too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another name that doesn't get called enough. His job he did on Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had 100-something yards in the game. But to be honest, that was like garbage yards where they would get a chunk, but it wasn't meaningful. It was more yards where it's 2nd and 33. Oh, let me get like 20 because everyone's playing back.
Yeah, or just come around. It would come on like, Mahomes running 1,000 miles left and right, and then he finds Travis Kelce in the middle of the field, when Levante is tired from chasing them all, that whole time.
But even that, it was more much time when it was close, when it was still like 7.
Oh, he was making plays, man. Yeah. He was making plays.
Knocking the ball down. How many deflections did he have?
He hit Kelce. That's what it was. I mean, he hit him when he was inside 5 yards. He hit him, and that was a big difference. Kelce couldn't get his separation because he was getting hit, and that's how you have to play those guys. You have to disrupt what they do best. Don't give them free releases, and we did that to perfection.
A lot of good things you can say about this. The whole team in general in that performance, but underlying him, even Dean. I didn't hear Dean's name like once.
I think he only got targeted. Well, he got targeted that one time down the field. He stopped it. And that was pretty much it. I mean, other than that, it was like short stuff. Yeah. And he came up and make the tackles. But
or the one where he almost picked it off.
Yeah, that's right. Corner blitz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't really hear it, and that's something I was saying. I was like, well, everyone knows Tyreek Hill. I'm not worried about that. What's happening on the other side? Because that's where if we were going to get beat, it was going to be some other player.
Yeah.
And that other player never showed up.
Right. I think that, they did a great job of, I think Mahomes, he would have been better off just chucking it down, checking it down. And he wasn't prepared for that. He wasn't prepared for the way we played against him as far as taking away the deep shots, the intermediate shots over the middle. And, he should have kept hitting those checkdowns, but he didn't. He tried to make the big play, and it didn't work. Just didn't work.
And you know what? That's funny. Because we even mentioned that in our live stream once, saying, "Oh, Andy Reid's just going to do these check downs left and right. That's what's going to beat the Bucs." And I'm like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah, that's what it would have won.
Yeah, if you guys do that, we will lose. That's probably our only weakness: the little check downs and the flats, because we're asking our bigger outside linebackers like JPP, Shaq to go cover space. They can't do that. So they've done that. That's just recipe to lose. But guess what?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, the problem was when they try to be patient and they actually did move the ball, we shut them down in the red zone. So that was the problem. I mean, we were just too good inside the 20, holding them to field goals. But I thought they should have been more patient as far as, taking their time, moving the football down the field, run the football more, because we were playing 2-man coverage, most of the game, and they had opportunities to, run the football for sure.
I mean, they did run it a couple times pretty well, but when you're like Bruce Arians says, when you're down a mile, you don't keep
right. Yeah, they had to make big plays, and they just weren't able to do it, and that's because of what we did defensively.
Yeah, let me see. I was going to touch on another point, but I already lost it. Y'all are heating that comment. No, not you. Y'all are heating up the comments back here.
Yeah,
love it though. Keep it up. Defensively, I mean, people were talking about JPP being the only. Oh, that's what I want to talk about. JPP,
Pro Bowl.
The only Pro Bowler on this team. Think about that. A team that won 31-9 in the Super Bowl against the so-called best team, and we had one Pro Bowler. So that, to me, again, don't listen to national media. I kind of put that out there in a tweet and multiple tweets, because let's also, what did national media say about our secondary as well? Let's take a peek.
Trash.
32nd ranked secondary. We don't forget Gravediggers. There's a big bag of trash. Trash. That's all we are, right? But no, we're not. Oh, Jack Trudel in the chat. Hey, guys.
What up, Jack?
What's going on? I see you here all the time. Love it. But, I mean, it's a thing of beauty. Just keep doubting it. And then even with the early look of next year, we're like ranked 5th. Behind Kansas City.
Behind all the teams we beat.
Yeah. Saints too. So I'm like, what?
Who's the Saints quarterback? Okay.
Yeah. That's another worrisome thing. I mean, you think he's 100% going to retire.
I don't care if he comes back or not. I don't think he's I don't think he's the player he was. I mean, it doesn't matter. We know how to beat him. We know how to beat him now.
Imagine if we get someone else even more to that defensive line.
Yeah. I mean, we already know how to beat Drew Brees. I'm not even worried about the Saints. We know how to beat their offense. Not worried about it.
Damn, that's the direct plus.
I'm serious. I think the whole league knows how to beat him now. I think the recipe is there. So I don't think it's going to matter. Unless Drew Brees gets a miracle arm and learns how to throw the ball downfield.
Ain't going to happen.
Nope.
Ain't going to happen.
And Jameis Winston's not the answer either. Sorry, guys.
No, he's a free agent, actually. He's not even on the team. So,
yeah.
Jake Denning just jumping in now, but I love that Bulls put Vita on the edge against the tackles. Yeah, we mentioned that earlier. It's just a lot of the containment to Mahomes, but Mahomes still got out. I mean, we mentioned how insane of a quarterback he is, hell of a talent. It's just the whole team didn't work to help him out.
Yeah.
Yes, his O-line wasn't there. His receivers didn't catch the ball. Timely times, like third downs, there were completions to be had. Going through hands, hitting them in the face. They just didn't totally execute like the Buccaneers did on all three phases of the game. And it was a thing of beauty from the Bucs standpoint. Jerry Freeman joining the show again. Funny story. Who would have thought that the Chiefs plane landing on a TIA would have been the only time they touched down in Tampa Bay? I saw that meme too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I think we were all surprised. I mean, by the defensive just smothering dominant performance that they put on. We didn't expect that. We thought the Chiefs would have scored at least a couple of touchdowns, at least got maybe 21, 24, something close to 30. But I mean, this defense was pissed and they played with a passion that they weren't going to lose. They weren't going to let the Chiefs beat them, and they just took it to them. I mean, we've all seen the picture with Mahomes' head pulled backwards, on that one sack. I mean, and Ndamukong Suh just pushing him down to the ground, just like, I mean, dude took a beating, and now he's on his way to get surgery. Hope that that foot heals 100%, because he was definitely hurting last night.
Oh yeah, like we said, as the game went on, it just. You could see like he started off pretty good running for a couple first downs and then started hobbling around, then relying on his arm instead of his legs. But that's credit to this defense, making him run around, putting some hits on him, putting him on the ground. That takes a toll on a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You want to play it from the pocket mainly. And that's the longevity as well. Cause actually Jerry was in there on Twitter asking about how, Mahomes is a talented quarterback, maybe even better than Brady eventually with time. Like, there's plenty of quarterbacks that are more talented than Brady. But the fact that the longevity of 20 plus years, 7 Super Bowls, 10 appearances, and just the fact that he's in control of almost every statistical category for a quarterback, that's just playing the position how it's supposed to be played. I know a lot of people think, you have to have a runner at quarterback. No. The position is made to play from the pocket. I mean, winning with your mind, winning with moving players around, moving pieces around the chessboard. Brady does that best of all. And then the motivational aspect of it, leadership aspect of it. TB12's got that. And it possibly one of the best leaders, if not just competitive fires in a player there is. And he's still playing at that high level at 43. Insane. And then another thing I want to touch on was, you were saying 31-9. We thought we would slow the Kansas City Chiefs down, not stop them. We pretty much stopped them.
Yeah. We did. We stopped them.
And the Vegas spread was 56.5 points. It's 40.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. No, it's insane. I mean, I wonder who got the under on that one and who made some money. But it's just, I mean, everything fell into place. We came up with a great game plan, and we showed we were the better team. I mean, we were just more physical. We were more aggressive. The best team won. And then of course, national media is going to say a lot of things and say, "Oh, this happened, that happened, this blah 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 blah." But no, I mean, we are the best. That's how it is. That's how it's going to be for this year, and I can't wait for just a continued celebration of this great team. And man, it's an awesome feeling. I'm happy for all the Bucs fans that hung in there like we did, even before we started this podcast, or we had our website, and, we did things on there, and just, it goes all the way back to, the good days in the late 90s, the early 2000s, or even if you're a fan when they were, 70s and 80s, when you had to go through winless seasons and, bad management, all that, just, I feel so happy for all those fans out there. It's great.
That's another reason why I appreciate the ride. I mean, it was insane that we went from terrible. No one ever wants to go to Tampa. That's where you go to die or to retire or both. And now we just immediately got put on the map. Now next year, I guarantee people are going to be like, okay, well, they're the team to beat. And even like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, what is he talking crap for?
Yeah.
We got beat bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I digress. But let's keep going. I wanted to touch one other thing. So Jerry said over here. Here it is. If you had to get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, the one we got last night was the one you'd want.
Oh, yeah.
One of my
Antoine Winfield, man, my man, God, I'm still
Mahomes, right?
what?
He's talking about the one on Mahomes, right?
The one on Mahomes?
Where he hit Devin White shoved him to the ground, right? Where they sandwiched him and then
Oh,
they,
yeah. I mean,
I think
I thought that was just roughing the passer. I think he was
oh,
talking about Antoine Winfield, with the peace sign. I mean, God, I still remember the draft pick. I was jumping and running around my house when they made that pick. Dude's going to be special. I'm just so happy he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. I pray that he just continues to stay healthy and is on the field. You can just see what type of playmaker he is. He's always in the right spot, even on an interception. Johnny on the spot right there, make the play. But yeah, that was worth it. That was totally worth it. I would do that 1,000 times out of 1,000. Shove it back in Tyreek Hill's face because he was an ass for doing what he did back in week 12, waving up the peace sign as he's going into the end zone. Yeah, you should get him back for completely shutting him down. So it was awesome.
you were right. You were right.
Yeah.
I mean, and he even said it in the post-game conference. He said, "Oh, I'd do it again.
Yeah, no regrets.
I'm going to do it again." Like, hell yeah. That's literally, if you're going to do that to someone and you don't expect it back, and then a backflip. I was hoping someone was going to do a backflip. I was so
Yeah. Devin White do a backflip and then go onto the horse or something. I don't know.
But hey, that whole secondary continue to grow, get young and bad ace.
I mean, shout out to Jason Light. Jason Light is the man. I know he's gotten a lot of criticism, and at times it was deserved. I understand it. We were losing. Things weren't working out, coaching staffs, etc. Players weren't playing like we thought. Obviously the 2016 draft, was kind of it was a failure. But Ryan Smith made it. He got his championship. I like that. I called that pick, by the way. So, but just kudos to Jason Light, man. I'm so happy for him. He built a hell of a roster, and I know he's going to kill it this offseason again. It's going to be tougher with, obviously no scouting combine, and the draft's going to be different, but he's going to do a great job as always. Him and his staff, Mike Greenberg, they got work to do, but I'm just so happy he got this championship, and here's to many more, hopefully.
Oh, it's funny. Did anyone notice on 3rd and goal, Vita at fullback, he blew that hole up? He did, but I feel like the 4th and goal, he should have stayed on that one dude.
Yeah.
I mean, woulda, coulda, we won the game. 38-9 would have been real nice, though. No lie. But yeah, more on Jason Light. What a hell of a team he put together. I mean, people would have thought AB would have been a cancer to the locker room. Oh, don't bring him here. It wasn't just Tom Brady saying, "Oh, he's going to be under control." No, I mean, if you're making a move like that, you're putting the whole team at risk. You're knowing that the guys that you drafted are going to be able to bring this guy in, know that they're going to be able to embrace him, be a part of the team, not just think, "Oh, holy crap, this guy's going to try and beat me out for my spot." This whole team is insane. Like, they're not normal. Mike Evans is not a prima donna. Neither is Chris Godwin. They all want the best for the whole team. It's crazy. And then even hearing that Mike Evans could take even more of a pay cut, like he does every year, it sounds like. Insane.
Yeah. Talk about the 2018 draft class, 2019 draft class, 2020 draft class. Talk about that move that we made getting Vita Vea. I mean, how that set everything up.
We traded back too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Traded back and still got the guy that we wanted. That was one where we both jumped.
Mm-hmm.
He was like a top 5, like one of the top 5 best players in the draft, like a guy that is incredible stature, size, like an ability where you cannot recreate it. It's just something where, like, holy hell, like almost like a Myles Garrett. You see that big dude, you're like, what can you do?
Yeah.
It's young. What can you do? Someone looks at Vita Vea, you're like, well, how am I supposed to push this guy backwards? In the middle of your defense, insane. And to get him that and to pick up more picks.
Right. And talk about those picks that were made. You add the core that you have now. You added a Ronald Jones. Then you added a Carlton Davis. Then you added Alex Kappa, then also a Jordan Whitehead as well with that 4th round pick that you picked up, So that's amazing. And then go into 2019, you get Devin White, you get Sean Murphy Bunting, Jamel Dean, Mike Edwards. I mean, the list goes on. And then 2020, not only do you get the best damn tackle in the draft class in Tristan Wirfs, who is already a great right tackle, going to be a all pro every year. I mean, he's only 21 years old. He's going to continue to get better. Like, this is not even, we haven't seen his best yet, which is crazy. Then you get Antoine Winfield, like we talked about. And I could go on about, Tyler Johnson, etc.
Yeah. I mean,
Scotty Miller.
Sneak. You don't know what he's going to be yet.
Mm-hmm.
And what if he has like the jump Rojo had from year 1 to year 2?
Crazy.
I mean, he's a better pass catcher than has been advertised for. I mean, he showed it in college.
Mm-hmm.
So once he gets more opportunities in the NFL, let's see. The dude's a pro, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher multiple times in the SEC.
Yeah, that's a big reason too.
We have BA. Yeah. BA did not want to come out of retirement unless Jason was his GM. I mean, the stars truly aligned this damn year.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady wouldn't have come over here unless BA was here either.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
The way this team's put together, and like you just said, imagine if it keeps getting better and growing through this draft again. It seems like we get 2 or 3 starters, like key starters every draft.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I always say, like with every draft, you have to look at where you're going to get starting positions, starters, whether it even be a kicker, punter, special teams, returner, like anything. Just find me some starters that can make the team better. Like and he learned even from, remember the Michael Johnson, Anthony Collins, the craps. He's probably listening to Lovey too much.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you know what? I'm going to do it my way. I know how to draft. Let me do that. He had free reign, and he's put it together so well.
Yeah, I think it's just going and working together with his team, his staff that he has, the scouts and everyone, the coaches, getting them all involved and really working on it and coming to a conclusion that everybody can agree with. And he's really put the nail on the head the last couple of drafts. And, that's going to continue this offseason. And again, we're going to really dive into it probably starting next week once we, really just soak all this in. That's what we're trying to do. Again, we're champions, and it just feels great, and really want to enjoy it. And, the next video is coming out. It's going to really break down the Super Bowl, which we're going to have fun with, just diving into the highlights and what went well. And so that'll be awesome. But yeah, man, it's just, it just feels great. It feels really good to see it all come together. And now you talk about adding starters. Now you look at this team. Now you can really just build on the depth of the team and really build potential future starters, which is great. Yeah, Tampa Bay Lightning probably going to win it again too. They're probably going to run it back. I mean, they're looking good. So just awesome.
Sadly, they did not.
I think they fired him. Yeah, I don't know if we heard it on the TV, but I think they fired him.
I heard a lot of fireworks. That's what I heard.
Yeah. I think there was a video of the cannons firing last night.
They should have. I mean,
yeah,
that argument can go anyway. But I guess let's touch on a couple more things. So let's kind of round it out right now. So guys, thank you for always being part of the chat, part of the whole live stream, the whole channel. You guys kind of make it. But I just wanted to kind of touch on a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing in the off season. Just because the Bucs season's over does not mean Buccaneer football content is stopping. We're going to keep pushing. I mean, like Plus just said, we're going to push out the Super Bowl review, everything of touching offense, defense, everything that happened great. But then we're also going to be pushing out player highlights throughout the year from, all the stuff we've already collected. We're going to just bring it to you player by player, who did great. And then the draft is coming up. We're going to start pushing out some draft content, getting you some of the guys that we think that the Bucs should go after. We'd like to do a lot of this stuff where, yeah, like Plus said, I called that pick.
Yeah.
It's just guys, if we see a guy that we really like and they're on our team, like Antoine Winfield, all hell breaks loose. We're going to be all on that dude nonstop. Vita Vea, one of our guys. We're going to be on that guy nonstop. So if we draft one of the guys we like, right? So get ready for a whole bunch of good content. We can't wait for it. We're excited. It's gonna be fun, guys. Get ready. There's no stopping. It's just continuing, fun, exciting. We love getting to know all you guys. I mean, it's crazy how much you guys make the show. You have no clue how much you guys kind of push us to keep pushing it out. Plus, any more added points?
No, I agree with what you said. We're definitely going to try to push out as much content as we can. We're definitely going to, be working together and try to just give you the best we can as far as draft content, free agency, player highlights, etc. And we're always going to try to improve it. Again, it's all about execution, and we try to run a very good executed video channel here on YouTube and across social media. So that's what we're going to continue to try to do. And again, can't do it without the help of you guys. We appreciate you. So guys, give us your feedback. We always appreciate that. Any kind of feedback is always great. And we're definitely going to try to involve you guys as well when it comes to content and who you guys want to see. So we'll definitely try to do that. And again, you guys are a big part of it, and we want to have that continue for sure.
And this will also be happening down the road during the off season. I'm going to get this stuff working. I would like to get guests on the show. So Rob Dunlap, expect it sooner than later. So guys, with that said, thank you all as always. We love y'all. Awesome. Thank you so much. Super Bowl champs. Enjoy it. And literally we all won. Okay, guys, put a big smile at work while you're driving at home, driving in the road, give someone a Bucs, honk the horn, whatever you want. Enjoy it, guys. Bucs Super Bowl champs 55. Amazing. With that said, until the next live stream.
Go Bucs.